Now I have to ask myself what I can make here. And I rather eat my own food than, that's often what other people cook. Because I know that I'm cooking in the spirit. Creating a good meal. Okay, now I have to ask myself what I'm actually making. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make this a part of cooking essentials. You know, starting to work with things you collect from nature is probably a very challenging endeavor. Now, anyone who's seen it, like last time I wanted to pick stinging nettles, I was a real wuss. Despite the fact that I knew that I had done it already. And now I'm here. Okay, question. Stinging nettles better from the shade or sunny terrain? Okay, there's some. So, stinging nettles may sting, but it's not life-threatening. Plus, it's actually very good. I call it acupuncture. Because that's what I believe it to be, acupuncture. I'm just checking out what's up here. People cutting wood or something. So I am just trying to find my way in this weird and confusing world. And this is going to be for pesto. Not the kind of pesto like you get it from a shop. I'm gonna make stinging nettle pesto. And that contains garlic and stinging nettles. There they are. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Okay, so you just have to be a bit prepared for, the stinging. But I have made I believe that to be male ones. Now, I have eaten these. I don't actually know what they are. Seed pods. They're very good. I don't actually know what they do. This may sting a little on your tongue. I'm just saying. Just try to be careful with yourself. There is a state of being where this is not actually, but for that you have to spend first a lot of time in nature. Like I just did a 1-hour hike or something. Oh, I'm standing in a pile of ants. They're checking out what I'm doing. Okay, can't help it. I'm here to harvest. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna tear me apart. For now, it's just... So yeah, it's stinging on my teeth a little. Is it filming this? Wow, there's a lot of ants. Okay, maybe they have some kind of a purpose. Okay, that's getting a bit much. I'll just take other ones. You see this? But they're not really doing anything. But of course they may, I don't know. I'm still getting used to all of this. You know, I'm not 100% nature. I mean, I'm still struggling with these things. So all I can tell you is just be patient with yourself. This may take years of getting used to this. I'm just saying, you know, I've been spending a lot of time. I've been hiking barefoot, and every time I try to do this, you know, everything hurts and I'm about to cry. You know, that's how I constantly feel. And that's very frustrating because you want to make progress. You know, you just don't cry. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick some of these leaves. Okay? Just stay focused. The pain is part of the healing. Okay? Okay, just take your hands. You know, I'm a bit skittish. And then I'm going to put it into this sack. But yeah, if it hurts, okay, now it's stinging a little, but that's okay. Okay, I'm not sure which leaves to prefer here. Just gonna take some. I think it's okay. I'm not sure if they like me doing the harvesting. Well, if you consider this part of the process, you know, of one human getting back into nature, I think nature would appreciate if more humans would do this. Plus, the more time you spend in nature, the less painful it's going to feel. So frequently, it's about going frequently. And just seeing as nature being injected into my hands. And just realizing that meridians, you know, were blocked. And that the stinging nettle is helping me to cleanse. I'm gonna take a few of these seeds as well. Okay, this one is more potent. Okay, this is going... I did not expect I would do this. But I realized something needed to be done. And now I'm doing something, and that's all you can do. Okay, big one, small one. Plus, stinging nettles are available during a large part of the year. Actually, they're one of the toughest plants. And if it's a challenge, then it's worth getting into it. This, I believe, it's a very masculine kind of pesto. Well, the question is always how much to harvest. right, as they are going to be available probably until some kind of time in September. You know, if it really burns, you can just spread it a little. And then you're getting your, you know, we just turn into really weak, disgusting things. Like comfort zone turns you into some kind of like blob. Like some kind of comfort blob. Like you try to be a baby again. I cannot stand it. Okay, I'm gonna take some of these. You know, I cannot stand this whiny mentality. Right? So I prefer also to do this on my own. Why? Because other people always bring their phones, feel like they have to talk for it to be worthwhile. You know, if nobody says something, they're gonna get insecure. So yeah, just leave me alone, please. You know, it's better for you. There's obviously a way of eating this, to not just hammer it. You try to be gentle with yourself. But at some stage, I mean, you just have to go through with it. You just become more like a giraffe. So I'm clearly also trying to make different content, right? Because if I'm stuck to just be inside all the time, I'll just keep hating my life. So I have to grow. So for now I let go of the idea of ever playing computer games again and recording it. But let's see, right? I'll decide next year. I don't know, it's hard to compare it to something. These seed pot thingies. Okay? I think it's enough. Okay? Next, I'm gonna be in my kitchen, so I'll make sure. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay! Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know, man. Okay, I just wanted to show you how I'm going to make this pesto. It's gonna be simple. And no electricity. I mean, I'm not sure what this is. I mean, are we spirits? Does age exist? Let's cook. I know sometimes people just ask me for things It doesn't sound like I have a choice sometimes. This connects to good choice, bad choice. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Well, this is garlic. Just don't get it. I don't know, sometimes I just don't like things. Sometimes I just don't want to do things. Because I just feel like it's too much. I cannot be best friends with people. It's just weird. But at the on the other hand, do I want to be always alone? I don't know, man. Okay, garlic is certainly important for this. So it's not a pesto like you would normally do it. Plus I just have to use the garlic otherwise it's gonna get dry out and get moldy and stuff. I just don't get these things any longer. Okay. Now this is the harvest. Yeah, I can still feel my fingers. So I'm not sure, man. Sometimes people are kind of like greedy for things that don't belong to them. And so sometimes I just have to decline offers, right, where people kind of like demand that I come to them. I mean, I get it. I don't have to see you every week. It's very simple because I'm struggling as well. Right? You provide me with the space. You don't take the time to go hiking yourself. And now you want the energy that I received from a hike. Sorry, but I cannot do this. And that's a very simple choice. I'm just saying. So sometimes you have to just decline. You have to say, nope. Because you could do this by yourself, you know? But you're used to sitting around. But I cannot be a slave. I have things to do. I have things on my mind. I'm struggling as well. So if we cannot see each other this week, you know, if your proposal sounds a bit too demanding, then we cannot maintain this. If you don't have time on Sunday, well, too bad. But how strict am I supposed to be with this? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna see. Okay, normally a real pesto is being made in here with a pestle and a mortar. It's a bit too small. Yeah, I have to see. Sometimes I cannot choose right away, and then I just have to let go a little of how I feel about. So I do it like this, and then I will squash it in there. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to use all the garlic, or maybe I will. I could even add some chili, or I'll cook. So I think you should go hiking yourself, because I have stuff to do. And if you draw me away from here, then I cannot help it, because I'm not. In that sense, we're not best friends, because we don't even understand each other, right? Like, we're not of the same mind. And if you're just starting to use me so you can feel better about yourself, then it's time to wake up. Because, you know, the times are over where you can use your child. And then you simply have to realize it cannot be done like this. We can see each other once in a while, okay? You know, I get that. But you've done things that I cannot agree to. So I know you're kind of an ass. So I know I can be kind of an ass. So I'm just gonna make pesto. But I also know that you live off the energy of others, and I don't like that. Somehow. I don't know, man. I don't know what's right, what's wrong. Okay. So sometimes my answer is, okay, maybe then next week, right? Let's stretch it out a little. A lot of people don't get that. Okay, so I'm first gonna do like this. This is really nice. I mean, I have done that already. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. But I know that eating foods like this, going hiking in bare feet, right, it made me stronger. People cannot control me anymore. So in the end, right, I have to choose something, right? I really trained my mind so that people cannot get into it anymore. We are all beings of mind. You're responsible for yours. I'm just saying. Okay, now I'm taking salt. And then you just have to squash it. Right, I mean, you can do it however you want it, but this is the more gentle approach. Gentle approach as opposed to well, as opposed to what? Sometimes you also simply have to keep giving. For whatever reason. Not sure. I think I'll add 1 chili. Okay, if it would be like a real, this is real pesto, right? You probably have to add some kind of nuts. But I don't think that's really necessary. So this is also about teaching people to just do their own thing. Right? So I don't really like it if people are overly clingy. I mean, I get it. In a sense, I give stability, you know, but I rather than give stability in my own family and through the content I provide than to everyone I meet. So if I meet you hiking in the forest and you say hi, I may just say nothing. Because who are you to me? You're nobody. And that's just being honest. Right? A wolf stays in his pack. So I have no concepts anymore. I don't know what friends are supposed to be for. I don't know what. I'm not who I used to be. Life has screwed me too many times.
right? There are things I just cannot really be consulted about because, in a sense, I don't give a crap. And if you want to learn things about power, listen to the Carlos Castaneda audiobooks or just read the books. This is basically what I'm doing in a sense, right? But it's not just for personal power, it's power for the people that you believe ought to have it. Okay, now this has to be mixed, put into a glass. Well, this is not the kind of pesto that you can keep for hours or years. This is just the kind of pesto that you make now and you eat in a couple of days. If you want to preserve it for longer, you probably have to look up how. I have looked into it. But I'm also not a Woohoo! Tastes nice. You see, it's just a bit of forest. Because if I don't get a bit of forest every once in a while, you know, energy's getting stale. Staler and staler and staler. Until I barely even feel alive. And that's what humans should start to acknowledge, that we need nature. And now, olive oil. You know, and then you just close it. Put it in the fridge. Right? I feel like somehow putting chili into this wow. Just one. Okay, I'll take the one that's getting moldy. Let's see. Is it mold? Yeah. Right, if you buy it, you have to eat it. Okay, this is really spicy, I'm just saying. So sometimes you make things like this, and then you maybe make it today because you feel like it, and then tomorrow it's gonna save you from a depression. because this is clearly the kind of, let's call it a pesto, that could save your ass on a heavy day, right? Just push you through. You know, you can put that on top of everything. I mean, you can eat that with avo. You can put it on top of... Okay, I'm just gonna finish the garlic. So it's an entire thing. I always keep forgetting the name of garlic. I don't know. 1 clove, several cloves, 1, I don't know, man. The thing that garlic is in. I have no problem to use a lot of garlic. Some people are overly careful with it, but it's something that helps you cleanse. I mean, it keeps away vampires, right? I mean, that's the message. And it actually, to a certain degree, it works. I would say that people who can eat raw garlic without flinching are certainly worth the while. But it's tough. A lot of us aren't strong enough to just do our own thing, which is why going hiking in bare feet is certainly something that can help you to remember who you are. Well, that shouldn't get into your eyes, I'm just saying. That would burn like hell. But yeah, even, you know, if it does, just see it as cleansing. Right, and then just wash it out or something. It's a very painful lesson then. You know, I have cooked before with chili, and then you just, you know, rub your eye a little, and then you're like, ah! Yeah, this is a really stupid pestle. I'm just saying, and mortar, I hate the word. There are much better ones. Should be like a bowl, more like this. And then more stony. But yeah. Okay, now you could also put a bit of... I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, maybe I am. Cumin seeds. Right, if you don't like this, then work on your ideas about, you know, what's likable. I'm just saying. You can get used to anything, and cumin seeds are good for your colon. Colon, for your Colin Farrell. Eterical oils, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, and you just mix it with the rest. So sometimes people send me messages, I wait a while before I answer, just to see, right? Because sometimes maybe it's more like a joke. and I'm not getting it. I think it's alright if I actually decline. Even if it's your parents. Maybe it's just an offer, right? Hey, you can come, but then not on Sunday. So I feel like I have stuff to do here. I just need to push this through. And then, you know, I'm still the child. However enlightened I may feel like, you know, I'm still my parents' child, right? So it doesn't matter how powerful and enlightened I feel like. And that's what some people forget. I mean, you're still your parents' child. So humble. That's what it's about. That's the message. Just have to be humble. So they're not, you know, if they would invite me, it would be different, but they didn't. They asked me, you know, if I wanted to come then. And then I'm gonna add some line oil. Just to save on the... And now you have made some kind of a pesto. And just make sure it's all in. And then you just put it in the fridge. And then, right, if you eat it within a week, you know it's gonna be fine. You can test it. Okay. Close it. Wow. It's a bit bitter, salty. You can put it on meat. You can put it on, you know, falafel, vegetarian stuff. Okay. You know, now I'm gonna drink a coffee, I think. Cheers.